Autonomous tech is racing ahead, but design, it's still trying to catch up. In today's episode, I'm taking you along as I ride in a fully autonomous Waymo, no driver. We'll explore the app, the ride, and the design itself. And then I'll sketch what I think Waymo's future car should look like. The app is as seamless as ordering food. You tap confirm, and a car with no driver shows up. Inside it's quiet, there's no human interaction, which is actually pretty incredible and slightly eerie at first. But then after a few minutes, you get used to it. What's really nice about the car is that it's so quiet and peaceful, and being able to ride in a vehicle that is just driving itself along busy roads. For example, I took a Waymo in San Francisco when I was up there a few days ago. And the very first time you get into one, it's overwhelming because you're trusting this vehicle to get you there safely. But something really interesting happens after a few minutes. You forget that you're in a fully autonomous vehicle. And it's only until you catch yourself in a vehicle with no driver that you realize, oh, that you know, there's no one driving in this. So it's pretty incredible. Once you order your car, you can set things like temperature, fan, speed, even the music. You can pick the music, audio settings. Pretty incredible stuff. You can, once you start messing around with the settings, you can actually start to tailor your experience. Waymo's partnership with Zeekr is their first step forward towards a vehicle designed for autonomy from the ground up. But even there, you can see the struggles between tech and aesthetic. This design language is still trying to fit autonomy into a shell of traditional car design. I've seen this on the road, and I do actually like it. I do like the fact that Waymo has taken that step forward to create its own platform and its own answer to what autonomous mobility can look like and feel like. But they're still, I think, struggling with merging the tech, the lidar and the radar sensors into the design language itself. So it still looks stuck on, if you can see in some of these images. And let's talk about the creative process. How would I approach designing a vehicle that would complement the technology in a way that felt approachable? Follow along as I walk you through my creative process and how I would approach designing a rideshare vehicle for Waymo. And before I begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I usually start off with pulling some reference images. So here you can see I use some of the current Waymo and Zeekr products they have. And my goal here is to design a small city vehicle that can easily package or easily carry up to 4 people, much like what you have now with the Jaguar I-Pace. But this is the footprint on this is a little bit smaller, and also emphasizing trying to integrate the lidar and cameras into the design itself so it feels less stuck on. Here I am just making some adjustments to where I think the cameras could, live, integrate them a little bit more into the overall design of the vehicle itself. So remember, this is more of a city vehicle, so it's a really small footprint. Not as tall, more compact, so that it fits into, more dense areas, more cities that have traffic, adding some, just some final touches to the overall design. So remember, this is just a quick sketch. So it's not supposed to be the final product, but it's supposed to show and convey and communicate the idea, the intent. Making some final adjustments here. And as you can see, what you're getting is just a final small city car. Yeah, of course, you have some bigger wheels and stuff. But, the idea here is to have a small footprint, can carry people. And what I decided to do is just take it into AI. There's some really cool tools nowadays for designers to use to quickly visualize and communicate their ideas in a really efficient manner. And I thought setting it in the environment made it really come alive. And lastly, added a little bit of motion to it. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for joining. And see you guys next time.